If you're a real estate agent and you are struggling to hit 100K, I hear you, I understand, I've been there too. What I'd like to do in this video is give you a roadmap of what exactly to do to hit 100K here in 2026, because guess what? The landslide has changed. Things have changed in the lead generation game, and there's better options out there that save you time, your energy, and your money. So I've broken down this $100,000 roadmap into a document here, and I'm going to break this document down. And if you stay until the end, I have a real nice surprise for you. I'm going to give away a course for you, to you, so you can implement these systems into your business, ultimately have a thriving real estate business. So without further ado, let's dive into this document here that you'll be able to download below this video in the link down below, and you can have this document for yourself as well. Okay, so let's dive into it right now. So basically the main thing is here, the goal, the roadmap is to hit 100K, and that is what we're doing right here. So really what the first thing that we have to do is break down the math. How do we get to 100K? Well, we have to look at our average sale price in our market. What is that for you? I don't know. In this example, I have taken $500,000 as an estimate. My local market is around 625, 630, somewhere in there. I've taken 500 because I know some real estate markets are a little bit lower, 400, 600, whatever that may be. Take your average sale price in your local community and take the average commission that you make, and basically you times those two together, and that comes up with how much you actually will make on each transaction, okay? So in the example that I'm using here in the video is I'm talking about $500,000 times 2.5%, which equals $12,500. And I'm talking about getting to DC. I'm not talking about your splits yet here with your brokerage, okay? If you'd like to, get another $20,000, you're gonna have to add a couple more transactions. But if you do the math here, okay, if you break down this math, you are looking at around 8 deals per year. Can you do 8 deals a year? Maybe you're doing 8 deals a year. Maybe you want to do 16. Well, we just have to do the math again. Whatever you're doing, duplicate that. But if you would like to hit the 100K here, it's 8 deals. Is that really challenging to do? Well, we're going to find out. Usually what I find real estate agents, if they're struggling, they're lacking predictable systems in their business. They don't have a consistent thing that they're doing daily to ultimately get the results. Okay, they're doing some of this, some of that. They're getting pulled in all these different directions, which is causing you the overwhelm, the burnt out, because you don't really know or understand or have clarity on what you're supposed to be doing every day. And this is what my hope for you in this video is. It provides clarity. What are the main systems in a real estate business, so you can start to optimize these systems and have the predictable income. Okay, so the first thing, again, we're going to be looking to do 8 transactions in this example. You need to know your numbers. You can't manage what you don't measure. Okay, so we need to know the numbers. So that's the very first thing. The next thing is we need to understand, what are the systems that we have here? Well, there's 3 main systems here. The very first system is lead gen. This is where most agents spend their time. Working on leads, getting leads. How can I get more leads? Okay. They think they have a lead problem. Really, they have a system problem. Okay. And they spend their time just chasing leads. And I've been there, like I said, and I've gone through burnout many years ago now, but once I hit that burnout, I realized I had to change things. Okay. So leads is the very first system. The second system is your listing presentation process. And you might already say, like, hey, I already have a listing presentation, but do you have a process in place? And if you're converting under 80%, it's usually because you're somewhat still winging it, or you don't have a system in place. And if you are converting at 80%, I can guarantee you're probably not doing that with cold traffic. That's probably because you're getting referral type business that people already know you, and they're not interviewing other agents. Because I can tell you firsthand, the location that I sell real estate right now, I did not grow up here, so I did not know anybody. So everybody was cold traffic to me, and it's very, very challenging to convert at 80% with cold traffic, because you have to build up a lot of trust. Usually the 80% to 90% come when you're starting to get recognized and people know you, and they're not actually interviewing other agents and they directly call you, okay? Which happens more and more for me. This is why my listing presentations, once I implemented the proper process to build that trust and rapport, and people started to know me, like me, and trust me, I went from 45, 50% up to 80%, okay? And then the last one is your repeat business. That's a process. That's how you get leads too. But most agents do not have a system in place for this. They're hoping that people call them. And the stats say that 80% of past clients go and work with another agent when they go to buy, sell, or transact again. Okay, so why is that? It's because you're not following up. You do not have a system in place. So you have to have a system in place for this, because this is the lowest hanging fruit that we have as real estate agents, okay? So there's that there, okay? So those are the three systems. I'm gonna break down each system here, okay? So the very first one here is leads, okay? So where are leads coming from? You need to know, if you reflect back the last year in your business in 2025 or 2024 or wherever, or the last couple of years, 2 or 3 years, where is your business coming from? Is it coming off of listings? Is it coming from referrals? Is it coming from repeat business? Is it coming from door knocking, postcards, open houses, social events, community events, whatever it is? Where are your leads coming from? It's coming from Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Where are they coming from? You have to track where your leads are coming from. If you don't know, how can you do more of something that's working? That's like, you want to be doing the things that are working, right? And this is why it creates a lot of confusion with agents, because they don't actually know what's working. So you need to track where your leads are coming from, okay? So most agents will spend most of the time with cold traffic. They're always trying to generate more traffic, which I understand completely. And there's the common methods out there: cold calling, door knocking, open houses. And honestly, the best method that I have found over the years is online leads. This is a game changer, because anybody that you would like to talk to is on YouTube or Facebook. It's like there's 7.7 billion active users across these platforms with Google, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. So anybody you're looking for is already there, okay? And you don't have to manually go out. So yes, you probably trade some of your money, but you save so much time and energy, and you can get higher quality intent leads, because YouTube and Facebook, guess what? You can have surveys, people are typing in search what they're looking for, moving to a certain city, how do I sell my house for top dollar? And guess what? You could be the person that they see. So what I say is you have to have an online method and an offline method for cold traffic, okay? So the online method that's worked for me over the years is YouTube and Facebook, okay? And Instagram is kind of tied with Facebook there. But this is where I found my success. And I've found over the years, I've gotten an 8 to 17 times kind of multiple in that range of, on the low end, 8. It's like, at the end of the day, it's like if I put $2,000 in this machine and my average house price in my area's commission that I get is $16,250, that's an 8x multiple, okay? So I've been doing that for years. And that's what I ultimately help real estate agents do right now. And if you're curious about that, there's a link below. We can jump on a call. I can guarantee you be the best hour you spend talking about your business and strategizing about your business, regardless if it's a fit for you or not. But that's what we ultimately help agents do now, is get online leads through YouTube and Facebook with a 3-step system that we implement. And they're seeing, honestly, transformational results with how many clients and transactions they're doing each year, because ultimately we nurture these leads until they're ready to actually see you and talk to you, okay? So you don't even have to do any nurturing. So the first, online, okay? YouTube, Facebook. The next is going to be your offline method, door knocking, postcard combo. This is personally what I have found success in. So you pick a geo farm area, 1,000 homes, 1,500 homes, and you door knock quarterly, and you put value-driven postcards out. And what do I mean by value-driven postcards? Is stuff of value in that your geo farm area. Look up the local stats, days on market. Have a stats postcard where it says, like, here are the houses that sold, here are the houses that closed, here are the houses that are pending, here's what's active, here's days on market, here's list price to sold price. Give them the stats that they want to know as homeowners, okay? Because that's what they're most curious in, and what their neighbors' houses are selling for. It's one of the most common questions that I get. So give that to them, okay? Think it's something of value that can continue to give these people in your geo farm area every single month, okay? So offline method, online method. Don't make it any more confusing than that. That's all it needs to be, okay? A presence online and a presence offline. And like I say, I suggest doing door knocks quarterly, okay? So people can see you, because 1 in 5, what I found, 20% of people are home and 80% are not. Okay, so you once you kind of start, people start seeing you, you leave a postcard or something behind so they see you right at the front door. And that's the way that works. Okay, the next is warm traffic. Okay, I call it your Dream Team 15 or Army of Advocate, family and friends. These are not repeat business, these are referrals. you incentivize these people to ultimately want to work with you. Okay, you don't just tell them you're in real estate and expect them to work with you. That's just not the way it works. Okay, so what we want to do here is ultimately create something of value. You give them monthly value and we incentivize them, and that could be through a monetary way, or it could be something else. I'm not suggesting to do that. You got to look at your local jurisdiction, and if you are going to do it, ultimately, look, as real estate agents, we refer businesses at 25% referral fee. Why wouldn't you do that for friends and family? And then you just disclose that you're doing that, okay? That's the easiest way to do this. And guess what? This incentivizes people to want to refer you business, and it helps them out because they get a passive stream of income and you get more business. So it's a win-win for everybody. So basically that's something that I suggest. But you can figure that out. But don't anybody and everybody. When I got into business, they're telling me, the team that I went on, they're telling me they need 125 leads. They need to know anybody and everybody in my database. It was so overwhelming, and it's absolutely freaking ridiculous. You don't need to do that. Pick 10 or 15 people that you actually love and care about and incentivize them to work with you. That's it. Don't make it any more complicated than that. And then I also say, talk about industry partners. If you're going to refer business to mortgage agents, make sure they're referring business back to you, 1 or 2 deals a year. Okay, lawyers, etc. Could be home inspectors, but pick like 2 or 3 industry experts that you're going to be using a lot. Say like, hey, if I refer you business, can you refer business back to me, or can we do some type of value exchange? Okay, and I say monthly value to both of these because you want to stay top of mind with them. Okay, so that's the very first. That's it. That's the first system. That's it. You can see there's 4 different methods here. Basically, one here, offline, online, Dream Team 15, and your industry partners. That's leads. That's your first system. And I've actually put together a course for this. And if you're interested, type in course in the comments and I'm happy to give you a course. And I'll show you at the end of this video what this actually looks like in the school community, and you can have it absolutely free. Okay. The second process is your listing presentation. Like I said, if you might be like, well, I already converted 80%, I don't need it, and I wing it. Okay, good for you then. I guess you might be getting a lot of referral or repeat business, but if you're serious about cold traffic and warm traffic, you're going to have to learn to have a process in place for your listing presentation. You don't want to be wishing and hoping that you convert these people, because this is the small hinge that swings big doors. This is everything that you've been working for generating leads. Okay, so you don't want to just go in there willy-nilly. You want a process to answer your prospects' questions and frame stuff in a way that they pick you as the real estate agent. You become the obvious choice. Okay, so there's a process for that, and I highly suggest you spend time putting a process together. And what I've done for this too is I put a course together for this as well. If you're looking for an entire process, and I'm not just talking in the presentation, it starts from the phone call, and it starts what you do before and what you do after. It's an entire process that I call Giveology, and it really helps build rapport and trust with your potential clients. And I would suggest that you really do put time and effort into this if you haven't, because it's very, very important. If you can get your conversions from 50% up to 80% or 90%, that's a lot of GCI for you, okay? And a lot of, you don't have to chase as many leads either. And the last system is really your repeat, and this is more lead generation. As I mentioned earlier in the video, 80% of past clients go and work with another agent. Why is that? Well, it's because you're not following up with them, or agents don't follow up with their past clients. So we want to have monthly value in place to continue to nurture these people, because they're low-hanging fruit. They're not costing you any more money or time, right? And they call you, and then boom, you have the transaction, you have more deals done. Okay, so that is a really important part here, and I've put together a course for this too. It's what to do every single month with past clients. And again, you can almost tie this process that I have in here with your Dream Team 15 and partners as well. Just group them all into one. Make sure you're giving value to these people. And I'm going to show you in a second what this course looks like, and you can have it absolutely free. Just comment course below, and I will make sure that you get this for free. I want to see you win, and trust me, this is what top producers do to ultimately supercharge their business. Okay, is they spend a lot of time with repeat and referrals. And then as a bonus, what I'd like to mention on top of this, what you do is you pick something that you can give a value every month to your email list or people in your CRM. Okay, for me, it was like a YouTube video talking about the stats, because I like to talk about monthly stats, and YouTube videos. It helps people know you, like you, and trust you because they see you. You hear me. Hey, I'm Nick, right here. So it's just like that. And then your people on your email list get to know you in your CRM, and you're giving value to them. Okay. So my suggestion is for social, focus on YouTube, and then you can always post it on Instagram too. Okay. And then do something in the community. I play pickleball once a week or once every 2 weeks. Okay. I don't even have to talk about real estate. People just know I'm a real estate agent and talk to me about it. So just pick something and be consistent. I've been consistent with this for 6-7 years now with pickleball. Okay, so that's how I generate business from pickleball, because people just know me. And I'm not there to talk about real estate. I'm there to play pickleball. But every time I'm sitting on the sidelines, somebody says, how's the real estate market? Because they know I'm a real estate agent. Okay, so that is what I would say are the bonuses. There is your CRM, and then your social, YouTube channel, pickleball. And then I also wrote down bonus number 2, and that's like your CRM. If you spend 1 hour Monday to Friday, I call it your hour of power, reach out to 10 people daily in your database. Maybe you're a newer agent, maybe like, I don't even have that many people. That's okay. Over time, when you start to work these methods here, you're cold, you're warm, and you do get repeat business, this will grow over time. My goal is always to reach out to 50 people, whether they pick up or not. And I always reach out to them with their preferred method of communication: text, email, or phone call. Okay, whether they get back to me or not, that's okay. I'll leave a voice message. I'll send a text. I'll send an email. Okay, but my goal is always to get 50. And trust me, this is what I've been doing for years, and it works. It just works, and it doesn't take a lot of time, because you do your hour of power I do it from 9 to 10 in the morning in my database, and then if you're door knocking and doing a postcard, you do those creative stuff in the afternoon or after your hour of power. It doesn't have to take long. If you door knock 100 doors, you'll be done in like an hour and a half, 2 hours, times 1,000 people in your GeoFarm area. You'd be done in honestly 10, 11 days, and you'd have all those door knocked if you're doing 100 doors a day, and it only takes an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's not that long. Okay, and it doesn't have to be complicated. It's like, hey, I'm Nick Doherty from Royal LePage here, and just curious if you're interested in the real estate market. Here's a postcard I put together about the stats in your local community. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out anytime. That's it. And they say, yeah, no, whatever. They take the postcard, boom, that's it. Some people invite me into the house. It just all depends. Okay, but we don't want to complicate things here. We're there to serve them, and we're there to give value, and that's it. So after that, you do your door knocking and stuff like that. If you're doing that, and like I said, it's quarterly, creating your postcards, and that's it. And then you go to your social thing once a week for 2 hours. That's it. And you create a video once a week or once a month. That's it. It's like, if it doesn't have to be long, 3 or 4 minute video, and you send it out to your email list. You're not looking at massive amount of time here to get to 100K. Seriously. It doesn't take a lot of effort here. If you're actually serious about this business, this might actually only take you probably about 15 to not even probably around 15 hours a week, somewhere in there, if you're actually implementing all this and you're serious about it to get to 100K. That's how powerful this actually is. So you can have more time freedom for your family. And before we go here, I wanted to show you the school community with the courses that I was mentioning. I call it the Giveology Activation Engine, which is the lead generation, Giveology Conversion, which is your listing presentations, the whole process from point A to point Z of what to do when you get the phone call to ultimately when you leave the presentation and what to do. And this one's called Recapture, Giveology Recapture Blueprint. And this is basically, like I said, this is the repeat business referral. You can lump all these people in there, but I break down everything from January all the way. I give examples, December. I have templates in there for you as well if you'd like those. If you implement this in your business, it's going to be a game changer for all your past business, okay? And you can alter this and shift this, but what the main theme here, the common theme in this specific course is you have to do something once a month, okay? And you try and do something different, whether it's a phone call, a postcard, a handwritten note, a video, whatever it is, you try to hit different routes, okay? Things of value though, okay? And it's all covered in this video right here, or in this course, Recapture. There's a couple welcome videos in here as well, you can see. But basically, this is the course as well for this. This is one of the systems in place, and this will really, really help you launch your business to the next level, really, truly. And like I said, there's these other ones here. If you're interested, type in course. I'm happy to provide that to you as well, these courses, so you can supercharge your business to ultimately get to 100K. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be releasing more stuff like this, giving more value away so you can ultimately create the business that you're meant to create in real estate. If you'd like to learn more about real estate lead gen, watch this video here. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.